Hey guys, welcome back. So about to dive into episode number 36 of My Hero Academia Season 2. This one is stripping the varnish. So the kids are battling the teachers in like a mini tournament as part of their final exam. So the teachers and the kids are all being paired up, and yeah, it's been a pretty tough battle. The students that are paired up are kind of matched depending on their sociability skills and how they get along, versus teachers who are a credible threat against them. So it's been very interesting to see how the kids progress. It's definitely about them using their ingenuity rather than their powers. So it's been really fun to check it out. And there's only 3 episodes left in this season, so I'm going to sit down and binge them out today. So yeah, we're really kind of getting through My Hero Academia. So without further ado, let's just dive into the episode. As you know, as a timer-based reaction, so grab your copy, watch along. We also have exclusive and early release content over my Patreon, such as My Hero Academia. So you guys over on Patreon have seen this way earlier than those on YouTube. Okay, so without further ado, let's just dive in. 3, 2, 1, go. The 5th match. Oh, that's right, it ended. Think, use your head. What would Deku do? Isn't she going to stop doing that though? She's going to try and stand on her own 2 feet, right? Not the time, dude. Oh no. Did he set that up? Wow. Wow, he actually he set her up to let go and made her do her thing. That was cool. There's more to him than just a very pretty face. I'm sorry, I've got to remember I don't need to yell. I like to crank up the volume in my headphones, and just like anybody who has headphones on, you kind of shout at the people around you. It's a natural human thing. Three eps to go for season 2, man. Stripping the varnish. I was going to have a quick look at the other titles, but I shouldn't because there could be spoilers. She had a great episode last week. I love this song, and I keep saying it every week. I'm doing air guitar, you just can't see. I love this opening. This is my favourite opening so far of this series. Let's do it. Stripping the varnish. So that means trimming the fat. Hooray! She let go in embarrassment. Yeah, she was mortified. Haha, ooh, romance. Talking about you, Deku. Temporary recovery office. Up against the principal. Yeah, seeing the principal in action will be interesting. Ready, go. I read his name as calamari for a second. Yum. She can melt things, right? I'm still struggling to remember all their abilities. Um, so the principle's not about taking any prisoners. You're trying to kill the kids. He can forecast what's going to happen. He can foresee just by calculations alone. That's an interesting ability. So he's all about cutting them off and not letting them escape. Wow. High specs. So he's super intelligent. Oh, what? He was experimented on? He hates humans. Uh-oh. Trapped. Wow. He's dropping construction shit on top of them. So she can melt shit to get away. Attacking from afar. He's up. So what happens if you don't pass this? Do you fail the exam? And then you need to repeat a year? The principal's crazy. Oh, yeah, she is. She's backing away. Ooh. A quirk that drowns out sound. Oh! I never actually picked up on the fact that he's got a super loud voice. That's why he's the MC all the time. That dude controls animals? I'm feeling like I should know this already, but it's all like a surprise to me. Wow. The animation looks so good for that. The noisiest hero ever. Voice. A directional speaker. Wow. You win. An ant. She got an idea. What? What? Scared of ants. You can control animals. Why would you be scared of any of them? She's cancelled his voice out. Come on, man, do something. I'm loving the animation in this episode, man. It's so good. So we're gonna attack him with little bugs. Oh, her ears are bleeding. Backstory. Why does he look like a rock? What are they gonna do? Oh. Are they gonna freak him out? Oh my god. Okay. Did he faint? What did the bugs do to him? I can't complain. Or judge. I'm not a big fan of bugs either. Especially those that can sting or bite you. It's taking on the cowboy. Yes. That's a cool gun. She's being stealthy. Distraction. Got ya. Oh, I just kind of realized what happened. Bounce. Oh dear. Stop it, man. You're making her love you more. He's running away. Wow. She can make people fall asleep. Is he crying tears of blood? Oh. He's, oh, he's super jealous. You could turn around and go back. Have no future? Oh, poor little guy. Here she comes. Your sadistic side? Don't breathe. Hold your breath. Throw your balls. That came out wrong. Your head things. Pervy heroes. To be cool. Okay. Oh, he's got a little mask on. Sarah's tape. See? He's throwing his balls. Grape Rush. Handcuffs. He had me fooled. He was freaking out. So can you just walk out the gate? Oh my gosh. So the final fight. Bakugo, who's not spoken to him since they were announced as a team, and Deku versus All Might. Got such a punchable face. Now this is going to end. Damn you. That was cool. I like seeing all the little secondary characters have their moment in the sun. Two eps left. I'm wondering if the villains are going to turn up in the next couple of eps. He made quite the impression with Stain a few episodes ago. So I'm wondering how season 2 is going to end. It would have to be some kind of a cliffhanger, right? Because at this point in season 1, the villains were attacking the kids pretty full on at this point. So it was like a big battle to the death. These two, it's going to be interesting to see how they move forward. Will they work together well as a team? Here's the preview. Origin. Katsuki Bakugo origin. So we're going to get a bit of a story about his background. Okay, interesting, because so far the character's just a dick, and he's antagonistic and a mean bully, and hasn't got very much character to him apart from being the villain of the piece. Well, not like the villain, but he's an asshole towards Deku, who is our leading man. So, like I keep saying, bullies have got... I don't want to defend bullies, but there's usually some kind of a reasoning as to why they act the way they do. They've got some kind of thing going on in their personal life which makes them lash out to those who they deem weaker than themselves. Easy targets, so to speak. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what his home life is like. So maybe we'll get a little bit of a snapshot about that. I want to like the character. I want him to have a redemption arc. That would be very cool. Because like I said, I don't like him right now because he's just a dick, and coming from my own experiences with bullies, I don't tolerate them. Like when I was a kid, yeah, I'd be bullied and I didn't like it. But now as a stronger person, yeah, I don't condone it at all, and I don't put up with it. So to see other people bullied, it kind of really grinds my gears. I don't like it. Even in an animated show, like a series, I'm like, oh, you got to get your comeuppance. But I'm hoping there's some decent character development at least, and maybe explain who he is and why he does what he does. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. 2 episodes to go, so yeah, let's knock those out. It's a rainy day here in Sydney. It's bitterly cold and windy. Perfect day for anime. So I'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for watching.